So this is part 2 of why I don't like going to the club. I'm gonna change things, but I'm scared. Ay, señor, disculpe. Sorry. Ya me está dando el pinche toda la cara mafufa. Anyway, you guys, so we started getting ready for my sister's birthday, and I'm already chickening out as I'm putting on my makeup, right? Like, I'm already getting ready. Okay, so tell me why it's like 7 something and I'm barely starting my makeup, and I had just popped out of the shower not even like 20 minutes ago, and I haven't done my hair. So then I'm like rushing at this point because we're supposed to leave by 8:30 to get there by 9:30, because like I said, we don't live right by the city. Like, it takes us a while to get down there. And so I'm like hurrying up, and so at this point, like, my friend is me está despeinando while I'm like doing my finishing touches, and she's like right there con la plancha, like trying to straighten my hair out. And then, ¿qué traes, pendejo? Fucking red light, idiot. Anyway, and so I'm like hurrying up and shit. Tell me why I didn't even get to finish my hair. And guess what else? I didn't even get to put mascara on. I forgot because I'm like rushing it out of there. All my friends were already packed in the car. I'm the last one to leave the house. So anyway, we're going, right? We didn't even have time to pregame, which I wouldn't have been part of that because I don't like to drink. But they didn't even have time to pregame. And so, can you guys see me? I swear to God, I feel like this is gonna be like so annoying to watch. Okay, there, maybe like that's a little better. Okay, so we get there, right? We get there pretty much on time, but like barely. And like it's pushing it because we don't want to pay. We got on the guest list, but they said, yeah, you're on the guest list, but if you don't come by this time, you're gonna pay. Finally, we get to go in the club, but I had remembered that no me puse tacones, because to be honest, I don't like wearing tacones, me canso bien culero. So, and I had worn like little guarachitos, right? Like, they were cute, they were flat, they were kind of formal, but at the same time, like, they're guarachitos, right? So the person in front of me, there was a whole group in front of me. One of the guys was wearing jeans, a like nice jersey, and a hat and some sneakers, and they were legit, they were like, you cannot come in like that, like at least change your shirt, you can't be that formal, you have to, you know, this is a club or whatever. And they were like straight up really enforcing that rule and shit, and I'm like over here stressing. Fucking elotero, oiga, chingada madre, ese vaca, ahorita me la va a devolver, ¿verdad? Tú, pendeja. Anyway, so what's that? Look at my grandma. Oh shit. Look at this. Oh my god, my fucking windshield. Can you guys see him? Look at. What the fuck, grandpa? Oh my god. Está bien brocada en la pinche toca. He hasn't even seen me. Look at this dude. Anyway, you guys, so I'm gonna have to resume in a little bit because I just got home and tengo un chingo de hambre. Okay, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. So I remember where I left off because I checked the video before. I'm a little bit into my drive, and where I left off was where the guy was getting checked and he was like, no, you can't go in, go buy a shirt, go ask for a shirt, and you know, we'll let you in, but you have to be there by this time, because I guess they had tickets as well, or I don't know if they were like willing to pay. I don't know their situation, to be honest, but I was like, this whole like point, I was shitting bricks, right? Because I had my flats on. Like, they were like some guarachitos that were flat, and they were like, I guess, more formal. They're not like these kind of guarachitos. They were like, I don't even know how to explain it. They're just like not, you know, you could wear them with your dress if you want. If they had a taconcito, they would be tacones, right? So then it came to me, right? And they asked me for my ID, and then my friends had be like, hijo de la chingada, aquí no pasamos, because she's wearing flats. I was thinking about how when we were back home talking about it, they told me, get on your tippy toes. You know how to do your tippy toes. If I do that and I pull fucking hamstring, I don't know, like a million things were going through my brain at that point. So he looked at me up and down, and you know, my hair wasn't but it was like at least straightish, and you know, it wasn't that bad. And so he let me through. And then as we went in, there were the or I don't know what you call it, Zumba, is that what you call it? Like, it was kind of like Brazilian theme. So it was like the girls were dressed in like the thing, you know, like the headdress, and they had like their little outfits on, and it was really cool. And so we went in, and since we got there pretty early, nobody was on the dance floor. So what we did was we went to the restroom, we took some pictures, and then finally we went outside and we started dancing. And then finally, like a little bit, like half hour into it, like it was starting to be like 10:30ish, around there, then you started seeing people coming in and started getting a little bit crowded. And the music was okay. They were like playing Elvis Crespo, like his whole album, which, to be honest, I don't know anything but like Suavemente and Algo en tu cara me fascina. I don't know any songs besides those two, right? But this girl was playing the whole album. If the music's good, like, ni lo siento, right? Like, the hours could pass by and whatever. But it was pretty boring, to be honest. And we were like trying to make the best of it, because, like, you know, it was all the locas. And so as we were doing that, there was an older group, and they were like, you know, going at it, dancing, having a great old time. And the dude, one of the dudes, skinny, tall dude, he was doing his little moves, right? He kept like bumping into my friend. Excuse me. I know you guys are not gonna turn, so I'm gonna go this way. Hey, oiga, chingada madre. I'm gonna have to cut that out because my mom does not like me saying that word, and I don't know if she watches my videos or not. Hijo de tu chingada madre, muévete. Okay, so he was like doing his little spin, right? He would bump into her, and of course, because he was polite, he would say sorry. But like after like the third or fourth sorry, like, I don't believe you anymore. So we were like straight up like, it got to a point where they started playing like one of the DJs came out, and my sister's like, that's my boyfriend, because I guess they had gone to that club before. I think the joke was that he plays good music out of all the DJs. Like, he plays the best music. Because the first one I was like, oh my god, like, he's playing pure music. I don't even know what the. So this guy comes on, he starts playing like his little mix, and I was like, oh man, okay. He started playing cumbias, he started playing with rock en español. The whole club was like, y no me digas pobre, and then the DJ would like turn down at that point. It was like pobre. Anyway, the shit was tight. And then he put like some mana, and then he changed it up back to like some techno, which a lot of people seem to know the music, but to be honest, like, I don't really keep up with music these days, because like, I don't like most of the music, to be honest. Like, I'm getting to that age where I'm like, oh, you kids and your crazy music, you know. So at this point, like, my friend had bought my sister a drink for her birthday, and they were like passing it around because she doesn't like to drink that much either. And it was just like a bunch of shenanigans, and then I was like already getting tired, like, when are we leaving, you know? And I don't want to be that person, but at the same time, like, my friends already know that I am that person. So like, we started bouncing from room to room, right? Because they said, yeah, there's a bunch of different rooms. There's hip-hop, and then over here it's like salsa, and then it's like the main floor. They're like, we're going into this other room. So we went, and it was like the hip-hop room. And then before we went into that salsa room, because that salsa room is like a restaurant, I guess. Like, they serve food there, like table service. And then after like 11, I guess, they start taking all the chairs out, and then they open it up to like a pista, you know, like a dance floor. Before that happened, like, we were chilling, waiting for the room, because my friends knew that, you know, at that point they were gonna start taking the chairs out. And so I'm like, perfect, because I want to sit down somewhere. We end up going, like, hanging out like in the dance floor, like right next to that room, so that like as soon as it opens, we'll like rush in there and like get some seats. And there's this freaking B word, right? And she's like with this guy, and they're doing like a little train thing, right? Behind me, there's like so much space, because like I said, the room's not open yet, and we're like over here in the dance floor. Tell me why these freaking mother freakers like start bouncing around like that and start pushing people like on purpose. And so I'm like, freak that. This girl pushes me, I'm freaking push her back. And so she freaking did, so I can push her. I'm like, freaking B word. And so I pushed her, And then she just kept going about her business. I guess she had been pushed like many times before. My friend was like laughing at me the whole time. After that, the room opened, so we rushed in. We got seats, and then this dude was trying to take me out to dance. And then I was like, oh no, thank you, I'm so tired. Because I was straight up tired. I was like ready to go at that point. It was like probably like 12. By that time it was like 12 or something, and we had been there pretty much since like 8:30. Since 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11:30. We had already been there for 3.5 hours. Way past, like I'm telling you, way past my limit. And then he asked my friend out. My friend's like, no thank you, because she was like over it too. I told my friend, I'm like, do you want to go? And she's like, where? And I'm like, I don't know. And she's like, oh, I think there's some banquitas outside. So I'm like, perfect, let's go outside. So then I'm gonna have to end it here, and then I'll be right back. I guess in the afternoon I'll tell you the rest. Hey, so I just got off work and I'm gonna finish my story. So it's like I talk so much and I get so distracted, you guys, that this is my life. So anyway, before we went out to the banquitas, we went back out to where my other two friends and my sister were at, to like be like, see if they wanted to leave already, if not, so we could go together. And of course my camera is dying, so I'm gonna tell you guys as much as I can. And so we went to look for them, and so we went, and they're like, just stay and dance for a little bit more. And so we did. And guess what, there was this girl, I guess they were all pill popping or something. It was weird. And she touches my friend's dress, because like from the chest area it was like really cute, but she goes, oh pretty, and she like touched her. And then I gave her this look like, what the don't touch her, you know. And it was just weird. But she like, obviously, like, even if I would have told her something, she wouldn't have heard me, because she was like straight up rolling. And then after that, I was like already pissed, and then like there was these drunk people kept bumping into us. I was just getting super irritated, and it was already like super packed. So I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go. And my friend's like, oh, I'll come with you, the one that, you know, where we were sitting down, me and her. So then we end up going outside, and it was so nice outside. Those hot summer nights where like you sit down outside and it's like so nice because it's cooler, but it's not like you're not cold. So then we sat down in the banca, and then there was some ladies and I don't know if they were her daughters or her friends, sitting in the banca next to us. Like, we made friends with them, like we'd talk with them and stuff. So the first thing that we saw was, I guess, these Instagram famous people, because or maybe they're YouTubers, but I've never seen them before. They were hanging out right there, and they were on, I don't know if they were like on live or they were vlogging, but they had like their phone out, and a lot of people were taking pictures with them. And then the second thing that happened to us was, there was these people walking by, and one of them dropped money. And let me tell you, so my friend's like, oh look, that person dropped money. So I was about to get up and like, you know, pick it up and give it to them, but I had remembered that I had bought earlier, that the day before we had gone to Ross, and I bought my first faja, you guys. So like, and it wasn't no like freaking, cause I don't know, like I just like never owned a faja in my life. This is pretty much the first time ever. And so we pretty much didn't know what we were getting ourselves into, right? And so I bought my faja, but it was one of those ones that it's like biker, like it looks like biker shorts attached to like a leotard kind of thing. But no, it was okay, you guys, I'm gonna record on my phone because I didn't want to stop the story because I was like way too into it. So anyway, regarding my faja, so I went up to like maybe like a whole 5 fingers above the knee. Like my dress was like right there, right? It was like maybe like 3 fingers above the knee. So I only got 2 fingers left, right, of area that I could work with. So it was the first time that I had worn the faja. And so even when I was dancing, I was like, you know, like, se me ve la pinche faja. Like when I was gonna go up and pick up the money for the person, I had remembered like, no, you get it because I have a faja. But yeah, that happened. Okay, anyways, all of a sudden we just hear like yelling out, and then we were like, what is going on? And so there was a guy there with his amante, and the wife, and I guess the wife's sister came to the club because they pretty much like pinpointed where he was at or whatever, and caught his ass like red-handed, right? It's crazy. So she comes and then she like pretty much like grabs the girl and throws her to the ground. So yeah, she was like beating her husband's ass, and the other girl, like the amante, she pretty much was unaware of the situation. That's what she said. She was unaware, and then the sister, she heard her say, "What? Are you serious? You're lying," or something like that. And the sister was like, "You want to see pictures? The wife heard. She went after her again and like started kicking her ass again. And then after that, security came over and they were just blocking her. The whole thing happened like 5 feet away from us. And then we saw the girl pass by, like she did her little walk of shame and stuff. But like, if she didn't know, obviously it's up to him, right? Like, what do you guys think? Like, give me your opinion. Because in my opinion, in my unsolicited opinion, what does Rich like say? My opinion, my conspiracy, allegedly. Like, it's whoever has the compromiso. But also, if the person knew that the other person was in a relationship and didn't care, then that's some shady ass shit. Like, damn, could you imagine? I would have been bored inside the club, like probably getting in a fight with like drunk and high people, when I could have sat my ass down outside this whole time and like had fun, witnessed a fight and some Instagram famous people. And anyway, you guys, so moral of the story is, do what is best for you. Like, for example, me, I don't like going to the club. Thank you so much for watching this vlog about my club experiences, and I do not like clubbing. So thank you, bye.
She can get a taste. She can get a taste. What a say? It's all the same like Mary Kate.